Actually, who is in charge of the Kremlin right now? Nikita Khrushchev? Doesn't look like him, but then again, I was a kid when he was. No, Khrushchev was before I was born. So I do the math real quick and try to figure out who was in charge of the Kremlin when I was a child. There we go. Recordings. Delete you two. Move you over this way. Delete some of these folders as well. Just doing a little bit of household cleaning here real quick. There we go. So the plan is to release a whole bunch of these videos all at once type thing. Or not at once, but like throughout the week. Say this to that, but no to that. So how much longer till you're done? Yeah, you're actually getting there pretty quick. So now the big question is, do we build another research facility? I mean, do we really need one is the question? I mean, right now we're doing a lot of non-tradable technologies and era techs. So once these two era techs are done, it unlocks the next stage. I think the next era is the 60s, so we might, I think, we'll be a little ahead of time, I think. Yeah, because you're a 65 tech. You're a 62. Obviously a 57. A 56 and a 54. So you go... You can see that it pops up if it's actually lower. 57 and 56. We'll do that and then that. Aircraft construction. We're going to pause that real quick and I'm going to look to see what that unlocked for us. Was it transport then? Under transport? There are aircraft construction 3. Oh, there we go. So it leads to jet airframes 2. And it unlocks a lot of these propeller class aircraft. B-36 Peacemaker, the B-50 Super Fortress, the T-95 Bear. So, I mean, this is technically a modern... we would have to get an upgraded version of it, but I think this also unlocks the ability for us to trade with some American stuff a little bit better. Yeah. So what we're going to do is let's look at the Americans real quick and see if now if they're willing to sell us high-yield nuclear warhead technology, but no. Oh yeah, there we go. The P-36 Peacemaker. 6,400 versus what we have right now. So it's only got 1,000 kilometers more range. But it's 48 and 44. 48, 44, and 32. Versus... No. Oh, yeah. I mean, like... 48 and 44 were the damages that it does to ground-based ground-based units. This thing does 230 to 200. I mean, I could add this in and build a couple of them. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? We got the money for it. We'll upgrade the Canberra bombers that we have. we're going to order just a set number. We're going to order 14 of these things. That gives us 2 air force, like 2 air groups, I'll call them. Like groups of basically of 7. And we'll utilize those pretty good. Okay, so you're all done. Where is the next batch of power stuff that we need to upgrade? Right there. Is this just a random... Yeah. This is just random coal. How is our power? Power's fine. I'm going to get rid of it. Just scrap it. I'm going to put the nuclear reactors in a better spot. I'm actually going to put them over here. We're going to put 2 reactors over there instead. Make it a lot easier. Build you nuclear reactor. You know what? We'll build 3. Why not? And you're all ordered to do construction, correct? You are, which is even better, because we'll get that done even quicker. So we need to work on agriculture and rubber. And I know for a fact, or I don't know for a fact, that when we finish researching this, if... oh, weapon, that's the wrong one. For this one. If demand is also going to go up by 20% for stuff as well. No, thank you. So long as it can take to build you guys. 11 days. Should I build more engineers? Oh, you know what? I didn't even think of that. You have motorized engineers. Regular engineers. Really? You don't have advanced engineers. What are the Germans? Motorized pioneers, which are motorized engineers. Combat time 10. So 540, 150, 154. Yeah, it's the exact same unit, just different skinned. Okay. What about the English? Motorized engineer. And regular engineer. Alright, we need to research better engineers. Armored autocar. So this is just generic motorized engineer. This is just upgraded the engineer we have now. So hold on. 540, 243, and 54. You're 56 engineer versus... Oh yeah, so it's only a 2-year-old engineer versus 33 engineers. Okay, so I have 30 of these guys. How many do I have here? 20. I have 10 more engineers that I don't know, that I didn't know about. Good to know. I'm going to deploy those, but I'm also going to start building... Oh no, I have to research these guys first. Yeah, that'll upgrade and modernize our engineers. In the meantime, I'm going to deploy the rest. Mounted infantry. Motorized engineer. Look at that, you're right there. 5, 6, 10. Is that it? I'm just going to keep scrolling down here real quick. Yep. You're all going to be ordered there. Where were you? Oh, you're all on the island over here. Oh, okay. I wonder if I just sent them up there and then forgot about them. Well, obviously that's what I did. Malaya and Norway signed a deal. Don't know. Yes, yes. They'll go to the port. We have a port around here. Yeah, we have a port right there. Yep. And they'll just bypass it altogether because they're probably going to go to that one. Right? No, you're going to go right past the one you need to go to. Okay. There we go. Oh, they just like landed themselves and just went, oh, okay. Because they can land anywhere along the coast they want to. So right now we're looking at a 3% increase in construction every day. Let's see what 10 more do. If there is a kind of like a, well, if we don't get at least 1% increase a day, then that tells me right there that so I'm gonna give him a day. If we only get 3%, I'm taking half of these guys away. Okay. So as of now, what do we get? 4. So 3. Kinda torn at this point between that. Let's bring all of you down here. I want to see if you're built on anything. Not really. Okay. You're all being You're all being scrapped. Oh, more mines. Good for you. Just gonna set that. That should be fine, right? Yeah, let's move that. Just moving folders around on my computer. There we go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a full set of nuclear reactors there. Construction. Independence. Ghana. I will support that. Let's see what percentage we get a day. 3% a day. It's not worth it. It's more worth it to do more construction. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to take 10 of these guys away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're going to go to the next building that needs to be torn down and replaced, which I know is around here somewhere. Is it around here? Nope. Oh, right there. Boom. And that should still give us 10 a day. Right? Or 3% a day. Yeah. Alright, so now we're going to take another 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. And you're going to go to the next one as well, which is... It was further out. Yeah, it was around here somewhere, wasn't it? Oh, maybe all the way. Okay, maybe all the way over here. You're nuclear. You're nuclear. Ah, right there. And we'll look real quick to see if it's still 3%. Yeah, it's still 3%. So basically you get a boost for only 10 guys from the looks of it. Which kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? Improved waste management is good to go. Let's look at that real quick. Oh, that's actually society, I believe. Yep. So that gives us minus 10 pollution and output of industrial goods up 2%. Okay, so you're going to say construction there. And we're going to say scrap you, but build one in its place, please. Modern missile prototypes, good to go there. Yeah, you know what, we'll buy both of those. Government in Pakistan seems to have been losing control. They appear to have little support among either the population or the military. If that leadership does not address the situation, it is likely to get even worse. I'm going to condemn Mohab Ayub Khan, and I'm going to support the people in the country. I believe, is it under, no, it's not under espionage, it's under actions against. We're going to support the opposition and fund insurgency. And I'm also going to look at upgrading our supply along this road. Because our supply along this southern area here is pretty bad, even up here too. So one of the things we're going to have to do is upgrade our own infrastructure and kind of get things up a little bit better. So right now we're building what? 7 nuclear reactors at this point. So we're not expecting to make a lot of money off the next little bit. Nuclear reactors are expensive. Yeah, we're not doing that. But on the bright side, this should end our partial, we'll say, dependency on oil and coal-based power. So we're going to hold off on building any of them here. We're going to go to coal real quick and just kind of look around. So that is the last coal-based power plant in Australia. Then we're going to go to petroleum real quick and just look around. And we have no more petroleum-based power generation in Australia, which is good. So we have those 3 coal, and we had this one, but this one was being replaced. You're sitting at almost 30%. So we're going to hold up a little bit. And we're just going to wait a little bit. So we're already seeing a kind of almost a stabilizing of our oil slash usage of the oil. Coal is getting even better. I mean, we can produce, what, almost 30? Yeah, 25.9 million tons of coal if we wanted to. Oil production should tilt or tip very, very soon. One of the things we're also going to do in the short term is build some more oil derricks as well. That should really, really influence the amount of oil that we have. We also can build some land-based oil facilities as time goes on. Canada, no. We'll agree to both those are 7-day deals. And we're also going to have to try and figure out how to get Portuguese Timor involved and reintegrated into our nation. I say reintegrated because it was once part of whatever country it is here we took over. Indonesia, I believe, at one point. I'm not 100% sure. Or the Portuguese may have controlled it the entire time. The Russians have achieved a space milestone. And Egypt is still trying to give us a ridiculous amount of agriculture that we don't need. How much longer till you're all done? Okay, so when these guys are done, I'm going to send them to New Zealand, the North and the South Island. And we're going to upgrade and modify all the power systems, or the power generation in the 2 islands. Because all we have left is the one place here in Australia. These 10 are going to go up to Indonesia. Actually, no, they're going to go to the North Island. The other guys are going to go to the South Island. Is that another research facility? Yep. You're sitting at 62%. You guys are all sitting at 95 because we had everyone sitting there. You guys aren't doing anything yet. What we're going to do is we're actually going to close out these 3 here. We're going to look yet again to see if they're on anything. You're on timber, and we're really, really short on timber. And you're on metal. So because of that, I'm going to highlight all these guys and move them closer to Armdale. Let's see, I thought it was Perth. There we go. So this way here we can actually build 1, maybe 2 metal mines and a couple of loggers. Give us some better stuff here. On the meantime, we're going to go build transport road. Boom. Build transport rail. Like so. And we took out what? It was 3 there. We're going to build 2 nuclear reactors in the town of... Okay, is that a joke? A town actually called Wanneroo? No, we're going to build 2 reactors there. Gold Coast and Portugal signed a deal. You guys should now all be done. Perfect. So you're all going to come to there. We're going to get rid of that power. Wow, there's only the 1 on this island. I thought there would be more than 1. Well, we're going to knock that down and replace it with a nuclear reactor anyways. So that's not so bad. Basically, the power there is going to be almost 2 to 1. Power here is sitting at 77%. You guys just started building, so that's no big deal. So you're at 4. You're at 6. So they're going up 2. So every 10 is 2. But once you get beyond 30, it's 3. So it's more efficient to have just 10 engineers at a location. Speaking of engineers, did we... Oh no, we have to research those guys first. And it's right there. So the new engineers will be done in 100 days or so. And we're maxed out on research, on money there. Modern infrastructure, you're good to go. Improve carrier production, I'm not too worried about that. You, though, 90 days. So in about 3 months' time. So in January-ish. I'll say ish, because we don't know. So around January. We should get really close. What's going on over here? Oh, I didn't repair anything over here. Okay, hold on. Okay, so first things first. Everything in this theater, repair, please. Everything in this theater, repair, please. So we might see now a massive spike in some stuff here. You're done. So you guys are all now... they're going to go island hopping, basically. So they're going to start with the most closest island, which is you. You can get rid of that petroleum power plant. You guys... yeah, you're almost at 30%, which is good. You... oh. Alright, so they... okay, we're good. Oh, we're actually in the hole for uranium. So these guys, change of plans, are actually going to go build us some uranium mines here. Look around a little bit and see where the best spot is, which is up here, it looks like. So we're actually going to order these guys to that location. Oh, actually, I have an airbase here, right here? I do. I hope you guys can carry these guys. Here, it's got 2 engineers. Perfect. I'm going to tell you to unload all the way up there. I'm going to immediately pause and get the next one up and say load unit. Boom. You should have 2 in you. Nope, you only have 1. Why do you only have 1? You. Load in 2. You. Nah, whatever. Unload. There. And I just realized I actually have a better way of doing this. I'm just stupid. Highlight those guys. Then we're going to click here. Say all ground units. We say air transport. To there, please. And the aircraft will now automatically go, drop them off, and then go back. That one went... I have no idea why that airplane even went. Oh, probably because there was no one else to get at that point. All right, all of you... okay, so we're going to build some uranium mines. Supply should be good. So we're going to go either here, here, or here. I'm going to go here first. Oh, look at that. That's perfect, actually. We're going to pick ground units, construction, boom. This doesn't take up any power or anything of importance. It just gets built or it takes up industrial goods and money when it gets built. Then once it's done, it just takes money to support it. Now, actually, I'm going to start using air transport to move a lot of these guys around, because I just realized that we could have done that this entire time and I forgot. Perfect. All of you, construction. That location, please. And here we're going to build a nuclear reactor. Is there any uranium actually on this island? Nope. Okay. So we're actually in the hole a little bit for uranium. That's not a good thing. I'll take that. How long is it going to take for this facility to be built? Because that is actually going to be a bad thing if we can't get this done in time. You guys are going up what? How many percent a day? 3% a day. Perfect. So like 60 days. Like, this is build time 80, but we're going to be building it in less than 80. We're basically knocking 3 days off a day. So, West Germany and Portugal sign an alliance.